Good morning, children. Chapter 9, Direct Proportion and Inverse Proportion. This is the continuity video. The third sum is halfway through, so we will continue with the simplifications. Repeating the question. For 9 cows, 13 kg 500 gram of food supplement are required every day in the same proportion. How much will be needed for 12 cows? So let 12 cows need X kg of food supplement. The number of cows and the quantity of food supplement are in direct proportion, and therefore 9 upon 13.500 is equal to 12 upon X, or 13.5 you can say 13 kilogram 500 grams. So 9 upon 13.5 is equal to 12 upon X. So 9 into x is equal to 12 into 13.5. Therefore, x is equal to 12 into 13.5 divided by 9. 9 and 12 you can cancel using 3's table, or you can cancel 9 and 13.5, whichever way you want. So I'll cancel the way I had shown. 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. Now 3 and 13.5 we can cancel. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 1 carried here, 3 5s are 50. But it is not 45, it is 4.5. Don't forget the decimal. So x is equal to 4 into 4.5. Therefore, x is equal to 4 into 4.5, 4 5s are 20, 0, 2 carried over here. So 4 4s are 16 plus 2, 18. So it's 18.0 means x is equal to 18. So 12 cows will need 18 kg of food supplement, children. Now it's the fourth question. 12 quintals. Quintals means the gunnies, what we get. 12 quintals of soybean cost rupees 36,000. What is the cost of 8 quintals of soybean? So 12 quintals are costing 36,000. How much will be for 8 quintals? So put a box like this, cost and quintals. Okay. So 36,000 it has costed for 12 quintals. How much will it cost for 8 quintals? Okay. Let the cost of 8 quintals of soybean be X, be rupees X. The weight of soybean and its cost are in direct proportion, because more if you buy, more you have to pay. Less if you buy, less you have to pay, children. So here we go. So here this box will help you. Now see, once we do like this, so it's very easy. 36,000 upon 12 is equal to X upon 8. Okay. So let's start solving. 36,000 upon 12 is equal to x upon 8. Now cross multiply. 36,000 is equal to x into 8. 36,000 into 8, x into 12. X into 12. Cross multiply. So here 36,000 into 8 upon 12 is equal to x. Keep x on the right hand side. Then we can change. Therefore, now see, 12 1s are 12, 3s are 36, 12 zeros are 0, 12 zeros are 0, okay, 12 zeros are 0. Understood now? 12 1s are 12 3s are 36, or you can use any table, 2's table, 4's table, any table, or 12 and 8 also you can cancel. Now done. Therefore, 3000 into 8 is equal to x. Therefore, x is equal to, now here there is no sign change because whole thing you are bringing to the left side, this whole thing you are taking to the right side. 3000 into 8. Therefore, x is equal to 8 3s are 24. 24 and then 8 zeros are 0, 0, 0. So 3 zeros followed. So 24,000 rupees, children. Okay. So therefore our answer will be 8 quintals. 8 quintals will cost rupees 24,000. Hope this is very clear and understood by all. Fifth sum is for homework. The cost of 2 mobiles is rupees 16,000. How much money will be required to buy 13 such mobiles? So here I have done the box for you. Cost, that is, you can find out mobiles. Okay, 16,000 for 2 mobiles. Question mark for 13 mobiles, that means X. So you can say let the cost for 13 mobiles be X and then solve it the way we have done all the other 4 sums. Now we'll go on for practice set 38, children. Practice set 38 is for inverse variation. Inverse variation, in other words, you can say that is inverse proportion, but it's inverse variation. Once you have understood inverse variation, you will understand its proportion, just the word difference. And instead of inverse, you remember reciprocal. Simple. Direct proportion, reciprocal proportion. So that is inverse proportion. 5 workers take 12 days to weed a field. How many days would 6 workers take? Then we have to find out how many days would 15 workers take. With this itself question you can understand. 5 workers take 12 days to weed a field. So 6 workers will take how much? So it will be less than 12 days because your 5 are taking 12 days. So 1 worker increased, number of days will be less. In inverse variation, one quantity increases, the other will decrease. Okay. So how many days would 15 workers take? It will decrease more because more number of workers, less number of days. The number of workers and days taken by them to complete a work are in inverse proportion. So first let us find out for 6 workers. Let 6 workers take X days and then prepare a table like this. Workers, number of days. 5 workers are taking 12 days. 6 workers will take question mark, that is X number of days. That's why we have written let 6 workers take X days. Okay. Now let us do the calculation. How do we go about it? So 6 workers take X days. Now look at it, children. In inverse variation, what we had done in direct is like this, we take upon. Here in inverse you have to multiply. So we take like this, 5 into 12 is equal to 6 into X. Okay. Now since I want my X to be on the left hand side, it's better I take 6 into X is equal to 5 into 12. Okay. So 6 into X is equal to 5 into 12. So here we go. 6 into X is equal to 5 into 12. Let the X remain on the left hand side is equal to 5 into 12 upon 6. Now cancel, children. 6 ones are 6 twos are 12. Therefore, X is equal to 5 into 2 and that is 10. So it is 10 days. So 6 workers will take 10 days. Simple to understand, children. Okay. Now let's find out for 15 days. Worker, this no need to do it again because you have already done for 6 days. So similarly, 15 into X is equal to 5 into 12. But for better understanding, you do this. Workers, number of days. So 5 workers take 12 days. Now 15 workers will take how many days? Okay. No need to write the statement again. Let the number of days be X and all. Just write similarly and solve it. 15 into X is equal to 5 into 12. Therefore, X is equal to 5 into 12 upon 15. Cancel. You can see 15 and 5 we can cancel easily. Or if you want, 12 and 15 will go by 3. Okay. So 5 ones are. 5 threes are. Next step, 3 ones are. 3 fours are. So X is equal to 4. That means 4 days. So 15 workers will take 4 days to complete the work. 15 workers will take 4 days, children. I hope it was very easy and clear to understand. Now we go on for the second sum, children. Mohan Rao took 10 days to finish a book. He is reading a book. Mohan Rao took 10 days to finish a book. reading 40 pages every day. How many pages must he read in a day to finish it in 8 days? So he is finishing the book in 10 days and is reading 40 pages daily. But what we want is he should finish this book in 8 days. So pages read per day and the number of days to complete the reading, that is a book, are in inverse proportion. So let the number of pages read be x to complete reading the book in 8 days. So this is the table. Pages read per day, number of days. So pages read per day, 40 pages per day, he completes a book in 10 days. And number of days when it is 8. So how many pages can be read per day? So that is what we have to find out. So when it is inverse variation, as I told you in the first sum, we have to multiply. So we take it, x into 8 is equal to 40 into 10. Therefore, x is equal to 40 into 10 divided by 8. Cancel. 8 ones are 8 5s are. As I told you, cancellation can be 10 and 8 also. But this is easy. 8 ones are 8 5s are 40. Therefore, x is equal to 5 into 10. Therefore, x is equal to 50. That means, what is the final answer? If he reads 50 pages daily, he can complete that book in 8 days, children. So the final answer, Mohan Rao must read 50 pages daily, or every day you can write down, to complete reading it in 8 days. Now we'll go on for the third sum. Mary cycles at the speed of 6 km per hour. How long will she take to reach her aunt's house, which is 12 km away? Her aunt's house is 12 km away. She has to reach there at the speed of 6 km per hour. Also, we have to find out how long will she take if she cycles at the speed of 4 km per hour. Okay, so we have to find out if she takes 6 km per hour, and we have to find out if she speeds up 4 km per hour. Distance remains constant, that is same. The house is not going to move. The house will remain at a distance of 12 km. So speed and time taken to cover a certain distance are in inverse proportion. As you all know, in 6th standard you have learned distance formula. Okay, so speed and time are always in inverse proportion. If the speed is more, time taken is less. Let Mary take x hours to cover 12 km at the speed of 6 km per hour, and y hours to cover the same distance at 4 km per hour. So your speed into time is equal to distance, children. Look at this table. Distance, speed, time. Distance 12 km. She rides 6 km per hour. So x hours she is taking, and when it is y hours, she is riding 4 km per hour, and the distance remains the same. So we have to find out x hours and y